What's up, guys? This is Josh, and this is the first episode of Josh's Daily Thoughts. And this really just came about because I wanted an opportunity to share some wisdom that God has given me throughout my time in CFLC, throughout my whole entire life, what I've been learning. And it's just really an opportunity for me to pour into the people who I have influence over. And I am in no way a master at any of this, in no way the best there is. I am simply just a person who's learning and growing and wants to teach those who haven't learned yet. So, or just provide a refresher for those who have. So today I get to talk about dating, and this was voted upon on my Instagram story over friendships. I'll probably still get to talk about that another time, but I'm excited to talk about dating today. I am currently in a dating relationship with Emma Dunn, and I love it. It's so much fun. We're about almost 3 months in, and hope she doesn't mind me sharing. But it's so much fun. I'm so blessed to be a part of that, and she makes me better. So I'm so glad that I get to be in a relationship with her. So with that said, I get to talk about influence today. Now, influence is something that sometimes gets overlooked in relationships, and that's why it's so big on my heart to talk about this aspect of relationships, because I know I've talked beforehand to when I gave a class in my first year of leadership college about dating. I talked about communication, I talked about connection, and I talked about influence. Now, influence is something that we all have over each other, but it's especially prominent in a dating relationship because you're with each other so much. Now, an essential truth that's going to pop up in this video often is the person you are dating will influence the way that you think, speak, and act, and you will do the same to them. Now, with that understanding, I want to propose this question. Is the person you are dating or thinking about dating influencing you in the direction you want to be influenced? Now, I know that we all come into a relationship with our own hopes, dreams, and desires. I totally took that from an Andy Stanley sermon, but it's true. We all come into a relationship with our own hopes, dreams, and desires, and we all want to achieve something amazing in our lives. Now, one important thing to know when you are partnering up with someone in a relationship, which is what dating is, you are working together and growing together and doing life together. It is not about just the cuddle time. It's not about Netflix and chill. It is about growing together as human beings. Now, is that person that you're growing together with actually helping you get to where you want to be, helping you achieve these dreams, goals, and desires, or are they hindering you? That goes to show the type of influence that they have on your life. And for me, I think it's super important for every person, whether it comes to a dating relationship or friendship, how is this person affecting your life? How are they helping you, or how are they hurting you in your life? You have to address these things, or else people are going to lead you down a direction that you never thought you would end up. It goes to the old saying, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Well, now it's show me your girlfriend or show me your boyfriend and I'll show you your future. So with that said, I want to hop into some good questions that we can start asking ourselves. Even myself, I have to ask myself these same questions in my relationship to help myself identify how the person that I'm with is influencing me. So number one, are they trying to become a better version of themselves consistently? Now, with my relationship, it was super important for me in the before dating phases to ask questions that helped me realize that she had goals, dreams, and desires of her own. That it wasn't just chasing a feeling, it wasn't just chasing a desire to want to be known by people, but it was really, I want to go somewhere with my life. And that helped show me that she's someone with purpose. And that will help me really line up with the purpose that I have in my life, because I won't have to spend so much time trying to feed into what she wants to get out of a relationship. Rather, it's both of us sharpening each other, both of us growing with each other. It's a process of getting better every single day. Now, it's super important to know that you can't force this on someone else. They have to be choosing this every single day. You can't choose to make someone want to get better. They have to already be doing that. Now, question number 2, do you often find yourself doing things you don't want to do only when you are around them? That would go to show whether or not they are influencing you in the right direction or not. Now, I do get that sometimes it gets really hard when you are spending alone time with someone that you really like, and you're like, I can't help myself sometimes. Sometimes we mess up, even crossing physical boundaries. One thing that's super important to know is that you can set physical boundaries and keep them, and it's okay. It's okay to take things slow, especially in a dating relationship, because you are preparing yourself and trying to figure out, am I willing to spend the rest of my life with this person? Now, in those phases, it's okay to take things slow. And in the process of taking things slow, it helps set you up and helps set your partner up to avoid making really bad mistakes and doing things that you don't want to do. That's one really good way to identify, are you guys actually influencing each other in the right direction? Question number 3. If you stayed with this person 10 more years, where would you both end up at the rate you're at now? It's so important to look to the future and think, man, where am I actually going? Who am I actually becoming? Who are they actually becoming? Because with that idea of us all having hopes, dreams, and desires, you can't expect to go into a marriage and just say, I hope it works out. Because without that vision, without the vision, the people perish. Now, if there isn't any vision in your relationship, if there's no vision in your dating relationship or in your life with this person, I promise you, it's going to be a very rough time trying to really push past some barriers, because you're going to be so frustrated that you haven't achieved the things that you have wanted to achieve in your life, because you're so stuck trying to figure out why your relationship isn't working. Well, maybe it's because you both don't have any vision for your life. I know that sounds harsh, but it's super important to address this where you're at. I'm just trying to speak truth in this video. I hope you can pull out what you can and take it as you may. Question number 4. What are their close friends' lives like? Again, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. And I know that it is so important to have healthy friendships as well as having a dating relationship. I don't know if you've ever been on the receiving or giving side of this, but sometimes when you get in a dating relationship, you can cut off all of your friends because you're spending all of your time with your significant other. But it's super important to have people who are around you, who can see you and who can help guide you. Are their friends sharpening them, or are they being also poor influences? Because, again, you become who you are close to. Now, if you're close to people who are going in the opposite direction of you, I'm sorry to say this, but they're probably not going to help you get to where you want to be. So it's super important to evaluate who are the friends that are in your life and who are the friends that are in their life, so that you guys can both really genuinely get to the place that you want to be. Now, you are your own person who has your own hopes, dreams, and desires. Why would you want to date someone who has no intention of helping you reach those? I'm being super blunt in this video because I've seen how dating relationships have tanked people in the past. It's even tanked me. But I know that this is something that you can overcome. It just takes setting yourself up right. Now, and really genuinely knowing, is it genuinely worth my time to devote a part of my life to this person, because if they aren't helping you, most likely they're hurting you. Those little things that you push off in the beginning stages of the relationship will most likely only be magnified the longer that you are together. And especially when you get into marriage. Now, I am not a married person, but from what I've heard, from every married person that's in my life who I have as a mentor, they say, yeah, no, it genuinely just gets harder, and you get to see more of the problems of the other person. It only becomes more magnified. And so if you're noticing these big problems at the beginning, you have to address them then, because they're only going to grow or become more apparent the longer that you're together, if they are left alone without being addressed. And honestly, if you are the problem, apologize and work towards a positive end goal. Maybe for some of you, it's honestly splitting up. But maybe for some of you, it's having conversations saying, hey, I am noticing issues in my life, and I really want to talk about them now so that we can set ourselves up for the future. Communication will help you so much in having a healthy relationship and really addressing the level of influence that you guys are having on each other and being honest about those things. If you can't be honest at the beginning, it's gonna get even harder to be honest the closer that you get. Dating is not an easy thing, but it is doable. So just don't get caught up in the moments so much that you forget about the person that you are becoming. It's so important to know that you are an individual, you are a child of God, and the same level of value that you place on yourself will be reflected in the partner that you choose. So I encourage you to take some time, break this video down. I will post my notes into the caption part of the video, and I hope you can take what you can. I'm learning just as much as you, but these are some of the things that have been pointed out to me as I've started dating. Love you guys. See you guys next week.